Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chikako, your illustrator friend. This is a safe space for all of us creatives pursuing art. If you're watching my video for the first time, nice to meet you. When you make something, do you have tendency? I tend to draw cute animals or warm environments and also choosing pastel colors such as light blue, yellow, and pink. But sometimes having the feeling of I want to try something different. Because as an artist, I'm very curious to try different types of style, and also I know myself that I have possibilities to stretch out my expressions. And you too, of course. Today, I'm so excited about introducing 4 types of exercise that you can do to expand your imaginations and creativity. When you finish watching this video, I think you go to your sketchbook and then open a new page. Alright, are you ready? Let's get started. Alright, first exercise. Let's draw random shapes on the paper. And when you finish, let's use your imagination to see what those shapes are. For example, let's say you observe clouds in the sky. Have you ever thought that some clouds are like shape of fish? I don't know if I'm craving for sushi all the time like that, but well, sometimes I see that. Oh, by the way, in Japanese culture, when you see the cloud that is shape of dragon, that means that you have a good luck. Well, I hope that you sometimes take time to observe clouds and just being absent-mindedly. Well, let's go back to the topic. Okay, there are random shapes around here. Alright, let's think what we can make out of it. For doing this exercise, you can use any art materials. Pencil works, pen, ink, crayon, watercolor or acrylic paint, anything works. You can play with textures, shadows, or adding some details in it. It's already unique, isn't it? In daily life, we are exposed by a lot of visual images, right? For example, when you see pencil, you recognize this as a pencil. But it doesn't have to be pencil, you know? So this exercise, when you see random shapes like this, you think about, what is this? By using your memories, you build your muscle of bringing different types of memories at the same time. That brings you to be more creative. Alright, let's go to the second exercise. The second exercise is let's pick up 2 objects and combine into one as a one object. Let's say snails. I have snails here. Instead of having shell, what about having house instead? Maybe snail and house is a little bit general idea. What about having your mug on snail's body instead of shell? Then what about the mug is actually not a mug, that is a pot for plant. Inside the plant there is actually a seed and becoming a tree. And what if that tree is like that? Continuing using what if and adding more details to one object. This exercise is very useful when you want to make monsters or imaginative creatures as well. When you combine with many objects into one artwork, that's gonna be very original and unique. I'm so excited to know what you make out of it. Okay, let's go to the third exercise. What about making some restrictions? By having some restrictions, you cannot do the thing that you're comfortable with. For example, in my case, I tend to use a lot of colors, but let's say you cannot use colors. instead, just using black and white. Oh, what should I do? Or you cannot use erasers. You cannot leave your pen from the paper, which means you have to draw with one line. You can only use two types of color, such as green and red, for example. When you do something that you don't do in general, you have lots of learning from it in terms of perspective and techniques as well. And you know what? When you don't feel like uncomfortable or struggle, which means that you are in a comfortable zone. I don't say that this is good or bad. It's just you are feeling comfortable what you're doing. Let me share one story about someone I admire of. Have you ever heard Hokusai Katsushika? He was one of the very famous artists from Edo era, that is 1700 to 1800-ish. It's roughly 300 years ago. Am I correct? But anyway, the very iconic his artwork is this big waves. One more fun fact about him is he changed his name mostly 30 times in his life. While he was doing an artist's life, he challenged so many types of artworks and styles. And the moment when he passed away, and he said, if I had extra 5 years to live, then I could finally become a true painter. Then I was like, excuse me? Because he was already known as an artist. He was super successful. Many people knew about him, and also making lots of amazing artworks. And he still thought that there was an improvement from his work. Well, what I want to say is, artists in general, we have a lot of curiosities, right? So sometimes it's kind of nice to stretch out our comfortable zone or trying to challenge something new so that you can find something that you have never tried. I think that's gonna be an uncomfortable experience, but we need that experience to learn and have a growth. Okay, let's go number 4. What about making a fun art? Personally, I wasn't doing fun art a lot in the past, but I recognized that you can explore different styles from different types of artists. For example, after I watched the anime called Attack on Titan, I decided to do fun art just for having fun, and I recognized that I wasn't very comfortable to draw human anatomy in anime style. So from the exercise, I could learn clothes I usually don't draw, and human proportion, very unique giant people as well. Especially art style, including action, that part is something I want to go a little bit further, like how to draw people lively with movement. I have lots of artists that I admire of, but one of the artists that I got stimulation so much was Matthias Dawson. The way he make architectures are really cool, and he liked adding a lot of small details into it. In one artwork, there are so much details in it that you cannot be bored of. Like looking at one artwork for many hours, and then still you discover something new. Lots of work for sure, but I could tell that he's having fun doing it. So I decided to try something that he does and made it into my style. While doing it, I needed to study perspective, 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective. It was really worth it because I felt a little bit more capable. So trying many types of art style from other artists definitely you would enjoy and get stimulated, wanting to learn more and try more. What I want to say in this video is let's feed our creativity and curiosity. It's one of the common topic among artists is like, what is my style? But style should change because you keep learning, you keep changing. You mix your art with your experience from your life, emotions. So let's embrace that. And let's be curious, artists. The world is so wide and there are so many artworks out there. And you are amazing artists too. Well, thank you so much for watching my video until now. I'm so happy if you could subscribe this channel so that I can connect with you and share more things, share more inspirations with you. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Bye bye.